Welcome to the Financial Independence section of the Smart Learning Library. I'm Kim Gaxiola, Certified Financial Planner and founder of TechGirl Financial. My number one goal is to help you become financially fit, secure, and on the road to financial independence. Have you ever seen a building be built from the ground up? Have you ever noticed it takes so much time for them to dig that dirt before they actually start building the building? But once that foundation is in place, the rest of the building seems to go up pretty quickly, right? We live here in California, and I can't even begin to think what would happen in an earthquake if there was no foundation on our building or our home, right? Your financial foundation is just as important to you as a building's foundation. So you need to make sure that you have a secure financial foundation before even thinking about building wealth and accumulating it or becoming financially independent. Enter your workplace benefits. When you work for a company, some of these benefits are included and actually provided for no charge to you. And many times you start a new job and you sign away on all of these forms without even thinking about what the impact may be to you financially. I urge you to take a second look at those benefit paperwork. Every year you typically have to re-enroll in these plans. Really think about how you're answering those questions when you sign up for them. I like to think of 4 easy questions in preparing you for your financial foundation, and a lot of the workplace benefits are going to help you here. So the first question is, what happens if I live a long life? Think financial independence, wealth building, and even retirement. Usually you have company benefits such as a 401k, maybe even employee stock purchase plan or restricted stock. Perhaps you have a health spending account. All of these things are provided for you to build wealth and to accumulate assets for some point in your life when you want to take it easy, slow down, or even stop working. The more money you have for you, the longer you'll be able to provide a living for yourself without the paycheck. The second question to ask is, what happens if I become prematurely disabled? A lot of people think about what would happen if they died, but more likely your chances of becoming disabled are higher than a premature death. So, what happens if you do become disabled? If it's short-term or long-term? Will you be able to live in the same standard of living you're accustomed to if you no longer can physically work? That's an important question to answer for you and your family, so make sure you can answer it. There are Social Security benefits you may be able to receive in a disability situation, but is it enough? You also have company benefits. Are those enough? And how long does it take for you to receive those benefits? And do you need some safe money to help you between the time that you are actually able to be eligible for those benefits? So make sure you can answer that question and answer it comfortably in order to be satisfied and protect you and your family. The next question is, what happens if I don't wake up tomorrow? Think about your loved ones. They are going to be emotionally stressed out if you're no longer living. But they don't have to be financially stressed. Enter life insurance. A lot of people cover themselves and their family with life insurance. This is going to provide for you the income when you're no longer around to provide for your family in the case of dying unexpectedly. A lot of people have company benefits here, but what happens if you lose your job? Or you want to take on a consulting position? You'll want to make sure you can answer that question with a job or without a job, and make sure you can answer it comfortably for your family so they don't have to move out of their house because they can no longer afford to be there. Your family is going to be worried enough just understanding how to get by without you. Don't make it financially uncomfortable too. The last question you need to ask yourself is, what happens if you or one of your family members are subject to a medical catastrophe? Do you have enough money saved away securely to pay that deductible? And what about that max out-of-pocket that you may be subject to on a yearly basis if you have a very large medical emergency? Make sure you know what that amount is and make sure that's saved away securely for the event that that happens. I have seen a lot of families actually struggle through a bankruptcy because of a medical emergency. Make sure that doesn't happen to you. If you have to cover a bill with a credit card and you're not able to pay that off, you may be stuck with really high interest rates. So make sure you are prepared for that financially. A lot of companies do offer that insurance benefit, but still there might be a high deductible. So understand how much it is and what's your max out of pocket, and that you can cover that comfortably. These are a lot of what workplace benefits do for you, but what happens if you want to go work on your own, start a company, or even do some consulting work? It's just as important that you have those benefits for yourself, but you're going to have to pay for them out of your own pocket. And so you need to measure what your income could be like working for a company versus what your income could be like on your own. And in addition to that, the expenses that you have to cover your living lifestyle as well as your financial foundation. These are the kinds of questions I help my clients with daily. Make sure that you can answer them too. And if not, we're always here to help you as well. So thank you for being here.